we talking about crazy contracts, right? We talking about one person that was severely overpaid. Now let's talk about a position and a player who is severely underpaid. Because Quan is the loneliest number. And he was the first running back to say, you know what, I'm not coming to practice. I'm not signing the franchise tag. No, he was the second because Jacobs did it first. Then it was Saquon. Then, well, Tony Pollard knew he was going. And then they was like, you know what, we're gonna get in a huddle together. No quarterbacks, just running backs. We're gonna say, no, we demand our money. We're a production. They're treating us like workhorses, but they really don't want to pay us. I was about to say something else. But then Saquon looked up 2 weeks later and said, you know what? I'm gonna sign this 1 year deal. You could have just signed a franchise tag. But the question is, how do you all feel about this 1 year, 11 up to 11 mil? It's not like it's a fully guaranteed 11 mil. It's 1 year for 11 mil. How you all feeling about this? And I'm gonna start off on this one because I'll let you guys go first. The last 3 times, he's dumb. These running backs, man. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I'm not. My bad. He's not dumb.
That's so crazy.
My bad. That was my initial reaction. I'm sorry. I had to give you my initial reaction. Because look, I did the You're Done Center. I talked about how the running back position is severely devalued. They run you into the ground your first 3 years. If you were drafted in the first round, then they place this franchise tag on you. They want to play games with you and say it's not a business. But then when you make the playoffs and all that, oh no, I got you. You did go first. You went first on the second. You went first for the Celtics.
Definitely
You
did.
did, Dave.
I know.
Look, behind. Look, you had to peel the curtain back right quick.
I know, Tom. Go ahead.
But then you kind of went back on everything you said. You got Austin Eckler and all these guys in the group chat looking at you crazy now, Saquon, because you jumped the line for this trash contract that you could have just signed in the first place. Because Joe Mixon signed a contract that nobody really agrees with, and he just did it on the hush hush. He said, "I'm trying to win a Super Bowl, so I'm gonna sign the deal." But meanwhile,
hold up.
okay,
We got a new member.
Big Carter.
Shout out to Big Cardo.
Shout out.
Just became a member of the show.
Now you supposed to do that when I was talking about Trayvon, not the Giants.
But guess we about to have some talk about in the Cowboys chat.
Hey, come on now. But what was that? Mixon signed. Saquon was talking about, nah, I want to be valued. But meanwhile, they paid Danny Dimes. Then they come back this week after you sign your 1 year contract and say, oh yeah, we're gonna pay the left tackle and we're gonna give him a ridiculous amount. And Dave told y'all about that at the beginning of the show, but I'll run it back. He got the 5 year, 117 M's, 17 and a half M's with 67 guaranteed. So they're clearly showing you that everybody around you is more valuable, but yet the team can't win when you're not there. So Saquon, why would you even do it? Like, what was the purpose? You should have just signed a franchise tag. At least that was fully guaranteed. Now you got incentives and they could place a tag on you next year. But I said it in the beginning. I got to retract my statement. I'm not saying you're dumb. It was dumb. The whole situation was dumb. Because I ain't got time for you to try to run down on me at the airport. I got too many NFL players looking for me right now. But since you jumped on the field, Dave, you next. How you feeling about this deal?
Like you said, he should have signed a franchise tag. He should have just did that. I mean, what was the point of signing a 1 year deal knowing you can get tagged again next year? And plus, this is your first healthy season in a few years. The Giants did what they were supposed to do. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, you haven't been healthy. Now you were healthy last year, and we made a playoff appearance. You ran the ball well, did what you were supposed to do. One of the key pieces, one of the key reasons why we actually made the playoffs. Of course, with Daniel Jones taking care of the ball, he only turned the ball over 5 times as far as the interceptions last year. He also ran the ball well himself. He had over 700 rushing yards as a quarterback, with 7 touchdowns. So he did what he was supposed to do to help out with the offense. But everyone, when they look at the Giants, they don't look at Danny Dimes. They look at Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is the de facto best player on offense with the Giants. Now, he hasn't been available. Last year, like I said, was his first healthy season within a few years. I think the last 2 years, he only played, 4 games maybe? He didn't play that many games. He was out for a while. Guarantee money is what meant more to him in this, I guess. He has 900,000 in incentives, so I mean, the player your caliber only $900 on 900,000 in incentives. That's like that's chump change to me. But I mean, what else did you expect? You were not going to get a big contract because we've seen what these big contracts have done for running backs. We saw what it was for Ezekiel Elliott. Didn't work out for him getting that big contract. Le'Veon Bell, we saw it didn't work out for him getting that big contract. So Saquon, you put yourself in this position. You should have just signed a franchise tag and just play this year on a prove deal. Now you're on a 1-year deal. You can get franchise tag next year, and then boom. If you got franchise this year, I think more than likely your franchise next year would have been a lot more than one for this year. So you put yourself in this position, and like I said, you ain't been healthy, and you were expecting Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey has been a little bit more healthy than you have. Now he's also been out as well, but he's been a little bit more healthy than you. And if you look at the impact on your teams that you both have had, I think it's without a doubt that Christian McCaffrey had more of an impact than you did. So that's my opinion on that. I think he got whatever he should have. Whatever he got is what he deserved, because I don't think he deserved any more than that, because, like I said, he ain't been healthy. I understand he's a great running back. He did everything he should have did, but he got what he deserved.
Whoa.
Go ahead, Carl.
Whoa, hey Dave, I completely disagree. First of all, do you not remember Christian McCaffrey in Carolina? That man was guaranteed to be out like every other week. Like, you want to talk about Saquon finally being healthy? Christian McCaffrey was finally being healthy. And impact, I think they had the same impact, to be honest with you. Both are pretty good in the pass and the run game. But we're not talking about Christian McCaffrey. I just thought that was a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I was confused. I'm confused because I looked up the franchise tag for running back. It's $10.1 million for 1 year. You signed a 1 year, $11 million deal with 900 in incentives. Why even do the interview saying what you want to say? Oh, I can just say forget my team and not show up and show you my worth. And then you signed the same thing anyway that you was going to miss training camp for. It makes no sense. I'm so confused. That's why I could get why Tomo started on saying what he was saying, even though it was crazy. But I can get it. Because why? Hey, kids, I need this in Y part 2 because this is crazy. Why would you do this? Like, I don't understand at all. This is how much, like Thomas said, this is how much they think the value of the team goes. Danny Dimes gets paid, right? What is the most important thing for a quarterback? The left tackle. Protects the blind side. They pay the left tackle. They are disrespecting you at every turn, and you just accepted it and just basically took another franchise deal. I disagree with Dave. He did not get what he deserved at all. They were 9-7, made the playoffs for like the first time in years, and Saquon Barkley was like the biggest reason behind that. So pay him. I understand he's a running back, and y'all try so hard to devalue the running back position, so y'all don't have to pay the running back. But he deserved it. He deserves his money. Yeah, he's been hurt 2 out of the 4 seasons that he's been in the league. Or I think it is 2 out of the 4. But when he plays in those 2 years, he's healthy, you get 1,300 yards minimum. You get the best player on your team. I think Dave said best player in the offense. No, the best player on your team. He shows it game in and game out. And you disrespect him by, all right, we're not going to give you the franchise. We'll give you the ability to make $900,000 more than a franchise. And to us, regular humans, $900,000 is a lot of money. No doubt about it. But we're the normals. To them, $900,000, that's not a lot of money. $900,000, that's it. That's all you can do. And it's a possible. It's not even a for sure $900,000. It's a possible $900,000. That is crazy. And then Tomo talked about the Joe Mixon deal. Joe Mixon had a down year last year. Joe Mixon also had some trouble with the law, I believe, again. And they just drafted my guy Chase Brown. Shout out. I had to give my boy Chase Brown a shout out. Shout out Illinois. They just drafted my boy Chase Brown, who I think is going to be really good for them. So he had to take that deal. Saquon could have for sure not shown up to training camp and shown, hey, look, don't sign me if you want. Watch our season go down the drain. But he folded. And that's all I got to say.
All right, so look. Yeah, I mean, I didn't understand why he signed a contract because he took less money without the incentives than the money they originally offered him, right? So that's crazy, and he could get franchise tag anyway. But at the end of the day, man, we got to realize, wake up and smell the roses, man. The running back position is the new fullback position. It's about to be instinct, man. All right, I'm not gonna say it's about to be instinct, but the value of the running back position is going down. Running backs or wide receiver, which one produce more points? Receivers. Which one gain more bigger plays? Receivers. Running backs normally burn the clock, slow the game down, and that's not what the NFL. That's not the direction the NFL is going to. Right? The NFL is going to a more pass-heavy situation, and i.e., Daniel Jones contract with the Saquon contract. That's crazy. Like Carl said, without Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones has thrown more interceptions than touchdowns without Saquon Barkley on the field. With Saquon Barkley on the field, we got people like Kevo saying he had a great season. Only because he only do 5 interceptions, but he only do 15 touchdowns. I mean, really. Bruh. I could probably throw 15 times. But 15 touchdowns, that's a starting quarterback in the NFL in a pass-heavy league? Really? And he get what? Over $50 million a year? And Saquon don't even get, he get $11 million, if that? But look, the running back position is going down. Check this out, y'all. I saw this post right here. Take a look at the leading rushers in the last 13 years of the Super Bowl. Right? Last year, I don't have a lead rusher from last year, but I'm going for 2021. 2020 is probably Jalen Hurts. Shoot.
Hey,
Nah,
shoot.
He said like 1,300. Chill.
No, I'm talking about for the game. Leading rusher in each Super Bowl.
Right? Oh, I thought you meant the season. Okay, I got
you. I was about to say, you shoot.
All right. Let's go to 2021. Cam Akers. Is he a top 5 running back? No.
And he came off
Leonard Fournette. Was he a top 5 running back? No. Damian Williams. Was he a top 5 running back? They like, who the heck is Damian Williams?
Undrafted.
Money Michelle. Top 5 running back? No. LeGarrette Blount. No. LeGarrette Blount again. No. CJ Anderson. I like TJ. Top 5? No. LeGarrette Blount again. No. Percy Harvin. Not even a running back.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Ray Rice at the time, I don't remember. Was he a top? He probably was top 5 at the time.
He wasn't. He wasn't.
He wasn't
top 5.
Ahmad Bradshaw, James Starks, Pierre Thomas. I mean, really?
Oh, James Starks.
Hear any of it? Huh?
James Starks.
Yeah, from the Packers, 2010.
Wasn't that a receiver?
No.
James Starks was
a receiver.
A slot receiver. Yes, he was. So that just showed you the running back position is not really that important as the other positions. Like the people we say we respect, the offensive line. No, that's way more important than the running back position. The only position that's getting paid more than the running back are special teams. I mean, it's not the running backs that are getting paid more than the special teams, punters and kickers. But outside of that, I mean, I feel bad for the running backs because they take the most beating. But it's in the business side of it. I mean, you want to pay him because because it's the right thing to do, or you want to pay him because it's the right thing to do for my business? Because, like you said, even though he performed last year, he's been hurt. So you can't, like Tate said, it's the best in the stock, and you don't know you're getting anything back. So he had, and last but not least, he probably signed it. He has no leverage at all. No leverage. Being a running back, already no leverage. And you hurt, no leverage. So I feel bad for him, but it is what it is.
Let me read off these incentives right quick. So he gotta get 1,350 rushing yards plus a playoff berth, 11 total touchdowns plus a playoff berth, 65 receptions plus a playoff berth. So he has to be the reason the Giants go to the playoffs. While doing all this.
That is
65 receptions.
65 receptions is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
That's disrespectful right there.
This whole thing is disrespectful.
I'll give you that. No, because the incentives, come on, man. Like, really, you got people like Antonio Brown.
First of all, he's a running back, and you put him that they have to make the playoffs, and he'll forget that he ain't even in control of that. That's the toughest
division. But Dave, come on, man. This is why they do that, because they know he's the reason they go into the playoffs last year. So they're trying to be slick.
Crazy. They trying to do that, and he's in the toughest division in the league, and they put all that on him. That's crazy.
Here we go.
Come on, defensive lines, man. Come on, man. You know it. But
He was. I don't think he meant that, but here we go.
They both true.
Man, if you think otherwise, blame her.
But to Joe's point, the running back thing is kind of going down because some teams are showing you that you can win with not an elite running back. Chiefs have done it.
That's the GOAT, man. Come on, stop, man. That's the GOAT.
Chiefs have done it. The Patriots have been known to do it as well. Let's see. Look at other running backs that got to the Super Bowl. You got
well, we just named all of them in the last 13 years.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that list is crazy.
So that happened. And then the year that the Chiefs won the first one with the 49ers, can you name me the starting running back for that team? I can.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
No, I'm talking about for the 49ers.
Oh.
With the year y'all made the playoffs?
The year we made the Super Bowl.
It was Raheem Mostert.
That was Raheem Mostert and Matt Breida.
Yeah.
Oh.
See what they're doing in Miami. But
see, look, this is what I want to say, right? I'm not saying throw the Brinks truck and say, well, I ain't even gonna lie to you. What I'm saying is because somebody said I called paying the O-lineman dumb. That's not what I said. I said they paid the quarterback and they paid the most important position to the quarterback, which is the left tackle. Which basically, like Joe was saying, wake up and smell the roses. They do not care about paying you on this team. You can cry, you can go as many in the podcast as you want. They don't care, and they showed you they don't care by basically offering you a franchise tag with the ability to make $900,000 more. They don't care. Are you important to that team? Yes. Is Saquon empty stats? No, not at all. And I get that the Super Bowl winners don't have elite running backs. I just wanted to say one thing. LeGarrette Blount, I think, led the league in touchdowns the year he won with the Eagles. So, I mean, yeah, he didn't get, like, yards.
But he won a top 5 running back.
No. I'm not saying he was top 5. I'm just saying he was good for Philly because every time they get the ball to the goal line, they would just feed LeGarrette Blount and he would punch it in. It was, like, almost guaranteed. So, I wasn't saying he was top 5, but I'm saying he was, like, a guaranteed touchdown. You get that ball 1-2 yard line. Hey, LeGarrette, get in the game. Touchdown.
The only
just like Jamal Williams.
Just made me
sorry, Thomas, before we go. The only running back I would pay top dollars is Derrick Henry. That's it.
You wouldn't pay Chris McCaffrey?
Nick Chubb.
He's injury prone.
I feel you, but I would still pay him. Okay, what about
Nick Chubb?
Yeah,
You're not
Nick Chubb.
paying him top dollar either?
I don't know.
What?
Okay, we gotta go to quarterbacks. We gotta go to quarterbacks. This is about to turn into that not so average top 5 debate all over again. We're not about to do this on the show. We're gonna take this one to the chat. Look, we got somebody else that got crazy and say, look, I know.
I wanted to respond to that comment because I was about to say, hey, Tyrod could do the same thing as Daniel Jones just did this past season.
Hey,
that's their backup. That's their backup.
No, you're right, though. Go ahead, Tomo. You're right.
I'm glad you started talking about quarterbacks because we got to switch it. We went from overly paid to grossly underly paid, but now we're about to talk about another quarterback who got paid just in time. Okay?
Yo, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a new deal just in time. You know what I'm saying? Because we got Jay Herbo. We had a debate about who's going to be.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button no matter what you're listening to or